All right, folks, good morning. Welcome to the coffee run. Let's do a little make our paycheck here real quick, hopefully, and then we'll go and play another paycheck strategy that kind of a combination of things that I saw from Crappy the Craps Man a long time ago that we did on Friday Follies once, and something Waylon put out earlier this week. So let me get set up over here and we'll do it. I think we're gonna do, I don't know, what do you think? Dallas drawdown for a couple throws. Let's see if I can't get out of the gate today a little better than normal. So I got 5K in the rack. I'm going to get set up with it. Again, we're going to do 1,800 across. So I'll take 2,000 out of the rack. Again, we're looking for $500 today, right? So $1,800 out of the rack. It'll be $300 per spot. I'm going to take a couple of warm-up throws, actually. And I may even just do this. I may even put these bets out here and turn them off and kind of simulate what I may do at a live house. Okay, there's 1,800 across. Up and off, please, dealers. And I may just take $100 out here and do this. Let's get quarters. Let's do a little 2-to-1 two-throw horseman. Okay. Don't pass for $50. Get a couple throws in. Get myself warmed up. Again, you can't warm up at a casino unless you're on a cruise ship. You can't warm up. So you're gonna have to do something calm to get warm. And then once you feel like you're ready and you're throwing well, or whatever mood hits you, come on in. So here we go. Don't pass. Coming out the gate, there's no sound. I'm looking at sound. Hopefully you can hear me. Here we go. I'm looking at the monitor and I'm seeing my little sound thing go. So you should hopefully be hearing me. Let's go. All right, we got us an 11 yo on the come out. So that's wonderful. We're gonna lose $50. I'll have to take the other 100 and get 4 greens for it. And we'll take the 50 we lost, put 50 back, keep 50 up in the rack. We may not even get out of the gate. No puck, by the way. It's off. Did not like those dice, how they flew, though. So let's do this here. All right, I know that the new camera setup down here at the end, you can't see the release very good, but trust me, I'll try and dial that in here as we go. That is going to be an 8-5 tray. All right, puck's on the 8. Let's do 1 unit to come. Again, it's 2 units to 1. I think that's the one of the best ratios. Horseman 2-to-1, horseman 4-to-1 are both pretty awesome. All right, let's go 4 and 1. Here we go. Here we go. I see a 3 and I see a 3. It's a hard 6. That's okay. For later on, we're going to play the 6 and 8 bump and grind thing. And so far, this bodes well. We're seeing both numbers come. That's good. All right, next come bet. Next come bet. I see a 5 and a 6. That's a yo-yo. That gets one of our burned bets back. And I'm going to do the Bo Parker thing here, right? Stack it, don't rack it. We're going to do that. We're going to treat the come bet like a pass line bet and take the free money and press it on up. Makes you feel a little bit less shitty about not taking the odds on these things, but here we go. 5, 4, and a 1. So far, that's all the box numbers, right? Let's go. All good box numbers. Last one. Get that third come bet set. And just should be noted that we would have made a paycheck had we just gone out there and played. Right? Does warming up matter? Only for your psyche, probably. Here we go. That looks like a 5. We got paid on the one that was pressed, baby. Gotta love that. 4 and a 1. That's awesome. That'll come down. That'll move in. That gets paid $50. It's one bet. One bet resolves. Let those two happen. And at any point in time, I can say place bets are on. And we'll get our 2-hit drawdown. But I really wanted to see how the dice were flying out of my hands tonight. There's a hard 6. Second hard 6. Both 6s came hard. Did I say tonight? I meant this morning. So that's down. Comes down, gets paid. And in my rack, I've got 175 in the rack. I started this thing with $200, right? Total. So I'm basically still playing. Got a little bit of profito in the rack here, or potential profit in the rack. And it's, like I said, feeling like I'm ready to play for reals. 8. That's the point. That's a bummer, man. That takes our don't. That sucks a little bit. Take the don't. Boom. We don't go back to it. Let the 5 ride itself out. I may, on this point, turn the bets on now. Like I'm feeling like we're okay. Let that one bet resolve itself. But while we're doing that, we'll let everything else come to life. Here we go. Coming out. How about a point of 5 here? What do you think? Let's get a point of 5. Make all that be a giant tie. There's an 8. 6, 2. 6, 2, 8. All right, let's light the place bets up. Light them up. Light them up. This is going to be probably the dumbest move ever, right? We're going to wait until the 7's almost here, right? 8 rolls in or whatever this is. And then we're going to pop it out. Here we go. Here we go. That's a 5. Hey, we got paid twice. So that's cool. The horseman ends up, check this out. This was kind of cool. The come bet comes down and gets paid first, right? They pay the come bets first. That gets paid $25. What happens is the horseman ended up making a quarter. There's 2 black chips, right? The horseman ends up making $25, which is cool. Again, just out there, just was out there to kind of fart around and get warm. Now the actual 5 gets paid $4.20. $4.20, and we will draw ourselves down. Take all this back into the rack. I'll get the rack pretty in just a minute. We'll take these up here and we'll spread them out. There's 300 because it's 51, 52, 53. Draw it down to half the bet size. And here's the money shot. Profit shot right here. Let's go. Come on. Let's have a happy Friday, huh? 538. That's the way you get it done right there. Good job, Johnny. 150 pays 210. And we out. We are out. Let's take these greens off the top. They make $300. Take all these blacks down. We'll put the reds up in here. And what I forgot to do today, of course, was play the ATS, like I said I was going to do every day, right? I forgot it. I didn't play hard ways or the ATS because it's Friday and I forgot. I had a very, 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 very long night last night. So out on the felt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $2,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, I bought in for 2K. I'll put the 2K back in the happy spot of the rack, which means we have our daily paycheck of $500 plus 100 and whatever that is, $155 in excess profit that we can keep on playing with. There's the paycheck. So we did it. We'll take that back to the rack today, not play it out. Let the hand kind of die. We'll pass the dice and color up and call it a good one. And there's the paycheck. So that was kind of fun, right? Boy, I tell you what, if I could come in, I say this all the time, right? If I could come out, wake up, and do that every single day, right? It'd be amazing. Let's talk about a couple things. I see a comment already, so let me go to the PowerPoint here real quick, and then we'll talk through. Oh, geez, I didn't press the button. Hold on, I forgot a thing. Let's do this. You get over there. All right, can you see me now? Hello. We will do Friday Follies in a minute. I want to talk about. Well, this is kind of a good thing to get through. So Gary says, what happened to the roll tracker? Okay, I put the comment up. The roll tracker, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. The studio's almost set up. Now you can see today, oh, I didn't close the door. Get the good background. You can see today that I got, I have lighting, right? So I don't have all top lit, which is good. I changed the camera out, so it's not the fuzzy camera. That camera's down the end now. So I'm doing some more in the room here. I'm going to mount the monitor and the computer on the wall today, or tomorrow rather. And then this light that's in front of me right now, which you can tell that there's a light here finally, it's too bright. I'm going to get one that's more of a soft color and mount that as well. So I have work to do on that stuff. And then once I do that, I ordered a little like station thing, like a little computer table that'll sit here next to me. So when I'm rolling, I can type the numbers in. Right now, I can't type the numbers in when I'm rolling. There's nowhere for me to put the iPad to type the numbers in. So probably next week, when all that stuff comes from Amazon, man, I'll have I'll have a way to type stuff in, and we can do Crapsy and we can do the roll tracker. I'll get that stuff back. The thing with the roll tracker is this: if I go back to that screen, if I go back over to here, um, like the roll tracker, like I like how clean this screen looks without the roll tracker, right? If I put it on there, then it kind of junks it up a little bit. I don't want to make a junky screen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't want to do. So I got to work through like where I'm gonna put stuff. So it's a thing, right? You know me, I'm such a perfectionist. I don't like it when the table pictures overlap. I don't like when there's more than 5 things going on. So it is what it is. We're gonna keep it. Oh yeah, Ian, I'm wearing the Ian Double Deuce Good Luck shirt right there. So that's why we won. I think we won because the shirt was there. So yeah, we'll get to that for sure. Ian said, or it's too early. I know. I'm thinking about this. Actually, as we're talking about just kind of random shit over here. Couple things about this show. Well, number one, we have a bingo episode coming maybe over the weekend. We'll do a bingo thing. Might even do bingo before Craps Chat. Dylan was saying in chat, people asked about Craps Chat. I think the plan is to do a Craps Chat on Sunday. The team and I think we'll do a Zoom call today if we can get our times right. Get all that figured out. I'll put the thumbnails up. Plan for a Craps Chat on Sunday. Plan for a bingo before Craps Chat. I may do some bingo before Craps Chat, just to kind of get the bingo items kind of auctioned off and done. Yeah, so there's that. We're going to do a CEG Crapsy night probably next weekend. I'm talking to David today. I have my weekly call with him. The idea there would be to do kind of like what Jeff and Craig and I do, right? And maybe even Jeff and Craig will be a part of it. I don't know. We haven't talked at all yet, so I haven't. They're the first time they're probably hearing this. I want to do how David and Alex they play Crapsy and they talk shit the whole time and have a good time. I want to do that with them with their Crapsy on screen, but I want to have us throwing the dice. So I may produce the show, have them in a window, have their Crapsy in a window, and have a small window with me or Craig or Jeff or all 3 of us or whatever shooting the dice live. So it'll be hand entered Crapsy, not random Crapsy. And while we're doing it, we'll of course pump for donations and that kind of thing. So that's going to be that'll be happening, I think, the weekend of the 11th or the weekend of the 10th. So that's coming up too. So all that's in the works. And like I said, when I get everything done, we'll get it all figured out. Hawks game Sunday. Can someone play my card? Yeah, we'll get you figured out. We'll get it figured out there. Ian, don't worry about that. Somebody will play your card for you, I'm sure. Somebody, I saw a guy do all in 7 rolls. I've done that. I told you that story, right? I walked up to that table that one time in Vegas. It was when was that? It was last summer, and I walked in. I think it was the last year's Craft of the Cure. It was because Eric Hazel was there, and I walked into the GVR, and everybody was pissed off, and I think Jeff and Chris Dice DGen were both there. And they both got mad. They were colored up. They're like, "We got our asses kicked," And I'm like, "All right." And I literally have my suitcase with me. I bought in. I roll up the table. I get up and stick right to, and I threw the all in like 11 rolls, just like literally going one number at a time. And of course I wasn't betting it because I just walked up and made everybody a fortune. It's one of those like great crap stories that you have. Like okay, so we'll get to your next questions here. Dan says this: what about scheduling my show for after work? No more worries about work meetings. I thought about that. Man, I could do it at night. It'd be easy, right? Like an evening show. Then it's not the coffee run. Like the whole point of it for me, like again, this is gonna be me being a nerd. Like the whole point of this thing was like get up, have my coffee. Actually, I gotta have a cup of coffee. Have my coffee, play craps at a lonely table like I would do in a casino, and simulate that experience. Right? That's what I wanted it. Right? So I do it at night. It's not the same. Right? It's not the same vibe. But I wouldn't have random days for sure. Now my work schedule. Like I said, I work 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I get off about 3 or so in the afternoon, but I do have meetings that go from 3 to 4. So if I did it, it wouldn't be 3 or 4 at night. Probably after dinner East Coast time, before dinner West Coast time. So it might fall into the afternoon commute for the West Coasters. We'll see. I would consider doing that in the afternoon. I know Alfredo goes in the afternoon, and other people do as well. So I have to look at the schedule and see. But yeah, it kind of takes the coffee run aspect of it away, which kind of sucks. So I don't know. I'm my brain may not let me do it, Dan, although it's probably the smartest thing we can do. All right, so we've talked about the Crash for the Cure. I gave you the update. We have two more events happening. One is going to be happy hour. There you go. It could be back to happy hour. It could be what we used to call it, cocktails and craps. It could be a cocktails and craps kind of thing. We'll figure something out. I'll make it fun. I do want to be right. I don't like not going every day. It drives me crazy. All right, so the Crash for the Cure updates are quick. Two of them quick ones, right? We'll do a what do you call it? A bingo game this weekend, and I'll do the CEG Crapsy the following weekend. Monday the 11th, earmark that, is going to be the drawing. The raffle drawing is Monday the 11th, so Veterans Day. So we'll do it then. And beyond that, let's just go and have some fun today. Friday Follies. I'm going to go play a strategy that I think is going to be kind of fun for us. It'll be fun for you to watch, not so much fun for me to deal. But let's get after it. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Let's go in here. And this is going to be kind of a play on a couple of things. And one of them is what Crappy the Craps Man was doing a while back, right? And he did it at this level. He went out there for 120 against the 8. And he went out there for 90 against the 6. Okay? Or on the 6. And it could be either way, right? Place 1, lay 1. Basically, the lay pays for this, right? 120 to win 100 up there, right? And this wins 105. So the idea was to catch a win here and then go across. Like play this until that one wins and then just take the winnings, go across. You're using the lay of the opposite one to kind of fund the play. That's really what it is, right? And then he would ladder up, which is kind of cool. Waylon this week put a strategy out that I thought was kind of interesting, which is the opposite, or it's the same idea, right? You're going to place 1, lay 1. But basically, if you get picked over here, you move this over and you replace on the other one. So you're trying to catch the one that's hot with the place bet. And you do that until you win, which I think is also interesting, right? Instead of taking the wins as fuel to place, just take the win and ladder it up. So we're going to do a little bit of both today. We're going to do a little bit of both. We're going to take all the color off the table. We're going to place all the change, essentially. That's how we're going to do it. And I'm going to do it at a little bit higher number, okay? Afternoon tea, says Jen. There you go. Scones and snacks. Scones and sandos. I love it. All right, let's do it. I'm going to get my actual money. I had the $5,000 in the rack. I don't know if it's enough money. We'll take a loan if we need to. And but I like the idea of having one pay for the other. So here we go. Let's take our excess. Look at that. We won a paycheck today. How nice is that, Dan? Right? I can picture moving to Vegas. Honest to God, I can picture. Here's my. They'll never happen, but my dream. Let's move to Vegas. Let's get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to the Durango, and let's me and Dan and Tony, just the three of us, be at a table and play. Right? We know we can all shoot. Right? We know we can all have our ways of playing. Won't interfere with each other. We're all quick hitters. Right? Me and Dan will be done having our coffee. Tony be still hopping stuff, and that would be a great coffee run every morning, right? 3 old farts out there playing. Wouldn't it be great, Dan? Anyway, here we go. We're gonna go out of our rack. I'm gonna take $1,000. I think that's what I need. I'm gonna lay the 8 for. Let me think what I want to do. If I want to do, let me think about this. If I lay the 8 for 420, which I don't like the random number, right? 420 to win 360. If I do 420, just do a gross, weird number. 420 to win 360. That would be $80 change there. And the 6, I'll place for 300 with 200 and change. All right. So that'll be, again, 420 to win 360, which is, again, it's a weird, gross amount. And the 6 just pays a straight up 350. Pretty much even. I could go up here and do 450 up top and get rid of the reds, you know, and then 450 would end up winning the 420 or whatever. I don't know. Let's leave it at that. Let's do 420 and 300, and we'll ladder them up if we need to. I may go. I don't know. I don't like using all the red chips, I guess. Why does that squirrel me out? I don't know why it squirrels me out, but we'll get paid in red chips anyway on that. You know what? Let's do it. Okay. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't do it. So we're gonna take the reds. We'll go 450. whatever, right? 450, and we'll lay it like that. 450. All right, and 450. Let's go. Here we go. We're still in the point of 8. We're gonna play it like we were before. Same shooter, I guess, right? And let's just do it. See what happens here. Watch it be an 8. It's a 5. It's a 5, and nobody cares. We're just waiting for one of these two to hit to make that next move. Hang on a second. I got a text coming in here. I think I love live TV, right? Fantastic. Hold on one second. Let's do this here. Okay. Let's go. All right. Looking for a 6, please. Love to get me a 6. The thing you don't want is the 8. Anything but an 8, right? 8 is our new 7. There's a midnight. That, by the way, I think minus the 10 might be the tall, right, from this morning. I'm trying to remember what I threw earlier. I really should have marked it. Really should have marked it up. All right. So if I had the roll tracker, Gary, I would know, right? There's a hard 6. It's perfection, right? So we're done, right? This is great. Pull the lay bet down. Back to the rack we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 450 to the rack over here. I'm going to take 300, pays 350, 350, and take that 350, leave it out there for now. I'm going to bring this here. There's the 450. There's 500. And there's the other 500. That was our 1,000 that we started with. I'm going to put this back on this side of my rack, just so we know. Okay, there's 300. There's 450. I'm going to put the $200 we had change in front of it. Okay. Come on, Johnny. There it is. 250 change, 300 on the 6, 450 for the 8. That's our play money. That's our get out of the house money over here. Here's the starting bankroll, which means that we're good. This is 1,000. This is 3,500 or 4,000 over here. So this becomes money to play with. Now, if we're playing daily paycheck, you're kind of done, right? You could do that and be like, hey, Johnny's out, right? No, it's Friday Follies. We're going to take this and go 320 across with it, okay? There's 3 1/4. We're going to go 320 across, and we're going to be a little bit aggressive, right? Take the money and use it as leverage to make money. There's 320. There's 5 change. And let's go. Let's go. We got $30 in locked profit. I'm playing 320 across like a boss. A smarter man might actually take that and go 160 across and lock up. But we got a hard 8. Hard 6, hard 6, hard 8 today. It's pretty cool, right? Puck is off. That'll pay 75 for 5. We're working it. Now we got $100 in profit. We're still playing 320 across. Okay. Now that we've collected once and locked up a black chip in profit, we'll do double tap city here. Okay, double tap city from now on out. Full press, collect, come down. 415. Just gonna do the little. What does 10-ton call this? The 10-ton express or whatever, right? Just the double tap and big regress. You'll see what happens. Double tap and a big regress. If we can pull it off, you'll see his favorite move. And I'll teach you the Fran way of playing. This is what he does. He doesn't do it from profit. He just does it out of the gate. But here we go. 314. That'll pay $100. Okay, I got to pay some vig. So $50 wants 2. So there's 25. We're going to get 20. 23 back. Put the change over here. And it's a full press. Just hammer the number. Right? We're going to try and pull meaningful wins and then come all the way down on these things. That's our first 4 of the day right there. hopefully the 4 gets hot before. Oh, it does. Look at that. Woo, baby. So check it out. Here it is. That pays 150, or 150 pays $300, right? Now, the first move that you make, $300, you can bring it all the way down to a quarter from 50. So bring back your initial 2, and we got 4 1/4 coming back. It's almost a purple chip coming back on the 1 hit, right? Beautiful move. I'm gonna leave it out there at 50 though, instead of coming all the way down, and bring back 4 blacks to the rack, okay? Now we've made a paycheck. We're playing with a paycheck, and we have a paycheck in the bank too. Lovely. Lovely today. How about that? Do that and go the hell home, right? After this is set, we'll go back to the 6 and 8 thing. And I'll play it for the rest of the day. There's a 9, 5, and a 4. So here it is. We're gonna double tap the 9. It's gonna pay $70, 50, 70. We're gonna drop a nickel. Press it up to 1 1/4. Full Monty, 1 1/4. Watch what, if I hit another 9, watch what this thing does. And by the way, that is the tall, right? We hit a 10 earlier. Oh, we haven't hit a 10 yet, have we? We've hit everything but the 10. Need that 10. I think we hit 10. I don't know. I forget. Good looking toss. There's an 11, yo. Doesn't matter. I know I hit a midnight earlier, so I know we need just the 10. I'm 90% sure. Somebody can fact check me and give me the Jake Tapper treatment. Somebody fact check me in real time. Fact check me in real time. Did I get a 10 or not? I don't know if I did. That throw is looking sweet today. 6, 4, 2, 6. Booyah. I pay $70. We'll exchange the cap and make her look like a 120. Full press. Bring them back. I'm going to play these things exactly the way. Exactly the way. The 10-ton, I think he calls it the 10-ton 3-step or something. I forget what he calls it, but it's just a double tap, right? Ultimately. Double tap with a big rest. Ah, 7. There it is, finally. But I'll show you what would have happened here. The 9. The 9 would have paid $175, right? And it comes down to a quarter from 50, right? So you're bringing back $200, $250 essentially is your profit on that one. There was your initial money. That's your initial play. You bring back 2 1/4 on that one number, right? That's a beautiful thing, to bring back meaningful bets. But it didn't matter. We didn't make it, but everything else was strong. We took back a nice paycheck on this one. That's pretty cool, right? Isn't it funny? Let's do a little RCA here, right? We went right with a 6 and 8 play, right? And I'll put it back out there. $300 in the 6. That's a place. $450 on the 8, right? When that hit for us, we made $350, and we're like, fucking A, man, $350. What did we do? Went back out there, $320, and played it. $320 turned into $475. Effectively, the $350 we already won, we only won $125 over and beyond what the initial hit got us, right? This idea of going big, taking a big hit, regressing down, and playing it out aggressively or passively, right? We got a nice one in that 4. The difference is we would have already had this in the rack if we'd just gone home. We ended up making an extra $125. Big deal, right? And that was a pretty good roll. We had a repeat on the 4 during the roll, and our net of that is 1 1/4. So think about this, right? This idea of a big regress and keep on playing. It's nice to keep your bankroll kind of fluid and kind of everlasting, if you hate to say that word. But ultimately, unless that shooter was a 30 roller, the payoff of that wasn't that great, right? It's always to me fascinating when I look at these things and go, man, 2 hits and out. And I would have actually been out with almost the same profit. Here we go. We're coming out. We are working those bets all the time. Working them all the time. The 7's working for us here, right? So let's go. We just don't want to see an 8. Anything but an 8, right? And there's a 6. It's, again, perfect. We're going to play this out as long as we can. We're going to stay on the 6. It was the hot number. Let's play the Whalen thing, okay? $350 to the rack, right? That's freaking beautiful. Leave those out there. Just keep on doing it. And yeah, I'll leave it like that. Eventually we'll pull these down and look at the back of the rack replaced. Let's do it. Let's do it. No need to ladder up. Just gonna collect all freaking day. Just stay off the 8. There's a 5, don't matter. But we're gonna mark it up. I'm gonna mark these things just in case I catch lightning in a bottle today, right? Just in case. We have a, where's my lammers? 5 and the 6. There's the 6. There's the 5. I don't have an actual ATS thing, so deal with it. 1 and 4. Let's go. Another 6 would be freaking awesome. Wouldn't a 6 be awesome? 4. There's a 4. Great. I'll mark the 4 out there. 4, 5, 6. I do want to fix this camera here so you can see, because my hands where I shoot from now you can't see. It's too wide of a shot. Yeah, I can't shoot from out there. So unfortunately, this camera is kind of useless until I fix the angle of it. All right, we got a 6 again. That's the point. Booyah. Repeater. Another 350 bucks. Now what I can really do here is this. Check this out. If I take my bankroll management skills, right, and I do this, there's the 250 that was changed, right? Here's the 6 for 300. Here's the 8 for 450 in the back side of my rack. That right there, starting bankroll. That's the starting bankroll. The 6, the 8, and my change. I've got 300, 400 and change, plus this mess, locked up in profit. All that out there is also profit. Everything is profit right now. So we're jamming. Let's do things run. And even if we fail out here, we can walk with this. We're gonna press them up. We're gonna go and ladder them up until it's about 815 or so. Here we go. So far, I haven't gotten picked off. So you can't see a ladder, so you get picked off. There's the deuce. Deuces. Here's that coming out still. Ooh, big bounce. It's a 3. How about that? There's the small. There's the small, folks. Look at that. Look at old Fatso hitting the small. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In about as many rolls. I think we hit the 6 2 times in that whole sequence, and that was it. There's a 7 roll small for you. Speak of the devil. Here we go. Here we go. Now to hit a tall means I'm going to pick my 8 off at some point, right? We got to pick this off to hit it. There's a 10, 6, 4. Point. Mark it up. Put that out there on the 10. Oh my gosh. Let's go. 6 or 8. 6 or a 7. I don't care. 6 or a 7. I don't care. Would have made money on that small if we were betting it like we should have been. There's the 7. All right. So that's cool. Right, we'll lose 300. 450 on the lay wins 375 bucks. So we end up in that situation up $75. I play this with a little bit of juice because I want the win. Okay. So what happens is this: we're just going to move the lay over, take the place bet, put it to the hot number, and take 75 bucks back to my rack. That's how I'm going to play. It's my one tweak to Waylon's way of playing this thing. Is I'm going to lay for a little more, so I can lock in a profit on the 7, not just have it be a tie, right? Take all these down. But we hit a small there, so we were in profit anyway. How cool is that? All right. Again, we're coming out. Coming out. Now we're no 6, and we're on the 8. We get picked off in here. I will ladder up if I get picked off, even though we're in profit. And our profit is, there's two blacks, by the way. Our profit is 500 bucks. We're up 500 bucks. We could probably, actually we're up 500, 800, 1200. We're up 1250. We're up 1250. How about that? How about that for a Friday Follies, right? Up 1250 playing playing a very simple little system, right? One or the other kind of a thing. There's a 7. So again, win 375, lose 300. It goes minus the VIG, right? $75 in net, okay? And the VIG up there is 15, 16, 17, 18 bucks. So it's 18 bucks in VIG every time you do that. Effectively, the quarter, I should just do this, right? I'll make it 20, keep the number, I don't want white chips, make it even, right? So let's call it a $55 win on the 7s, just to keep it easy. We'll keep the whites out of play. Keep the bets where they are. No reason to move them around. Here we go. I want to get picked, so we can. I want to get picked off and see a ladder, right? There's a 9. But again, Waylon's thinking here is move it to the one that hit because that number might get hot, right? Let's try and find the one that maybe becomes the hot number. I like that idea. Versus just keeping the same, right? Because you never know. You never know. One of them gets smoking up, right? There's a 10. We should be marking these up. Shoot. 10, 9, and that's it. We started out with a with the 7. So all right. All right, let's go. 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4. Here we go. 6. All right, there's the pop. Good. We got pop for 1. That's great. Okay, we lose the 6. Okay, now that sucks, but let's dig in. Let's do the ladder thing. So the 6 got hit, right? We ladder both bets up. We're gonna move this over here, and we're gonna make it look like 600. Double it up. We're gonna make the lay go to the 8. It was 450. It goes to 900. Ooh, baby, right? Now we got to dig in. There's 5. There's 8. There's 900. Holy crap and crap. There's 500. I had too many out there. 500 and 900. Okay, lay it for 900. Okay, here we go. That'll pay $750, by the way. Right, 300 pays $250. So 600 pays 5. 900 pays $750. Here we go. Anything but an 8 right now. Anything but an 8. Whew. 4. Okay, it's a 4. That rolled over on me. That was a 3-1-4. Sorry about the rollover. But there's that. And we got to mark the 8. All right. $10 on the end. I'm not on it. It don't matter. All right. 4. Repeat 4. Not on it. Not playing. Remember, if we had done the thing where we hit the 6 and spread out, right? These are all money-making rolls. We're just gonna wait out the good one here. Love to hit a 6 right now, man. A 6 would be great. A 6 would be fantastic. There's a 7. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is this. Okay, we're gonna be just fine. We lose 600 on the 6, but that 8 with the 900 on it, that's gonna pay 750. We can come down a level. Right, we can make the 8, we'll stay there. Go to 450 with it. I'll take all this back to my rack. Make that 6 look like 300 again. Just back to the other level. Just ladder down. We got to win. We'll ladder down. My rack is still good. There's my $5,000 that I started with. Right here is 100, 200, 250, 275. In lock. 275 plus change in lock, plus 300, 750 out there. I got $1,000 in basically profit still. That whole thing, right, didn't result in us getting beat too bad. Let's take one more run. one more live run at it. And just see. Now in chat, I'm gonna ask you in chat, do you want me to keep doing this as we win whatever and lock it, or go back out and play? So let me ask you, go back out and play or not? Tell me what to do. This is our last shooter. It's 8 o'clock, last shooter here. Do I take a win if I get one and play with the change, or keep on rolling? Coming out to a 6. Bam, heart 6. Heart 6 coming out. Dusted one said earlier. Heart 6 coming out. 350. Right? We can do 160 across. We can do 320 across. We can go, that's cool. Let's just keep locking up money. Right? If I take these greens out of here, that's $600 in the rack, plus what's out there. I'm leaving that shit out there. Jen says play with profit. Who's that man? Koshiva, play with profit. 160 across with a crap check. Okay, Jen, you talked me into it. 160 across with a crap check. There's 150. There is, let's see, I need to get change. 160. We'll put $10 in the crap check. This quarter goes there. That change comes there. Let's do it. And again, we'll do the 10-ton double tap. This should only be 5, not 10. $5. All right, here we go. 10-ton double tap. The double tap. Let's try and get a black chip off of some number out there. Can we do a black chip off of any number? I think we can. Point is 6. It does matter because now we're playing across, so it does kind of matter for me. Point is 6. Here we go. All righty, 5, 4, 1, 5 to FIVA. We're gonna drop. Let's see. We're gonna go to $35. Now, take 10, rack, make it 50. Fine, right? Or you could just go and make it look like the 60. Just do a full press in that thing. We'll lose this in here. I'll replace it for a couple of rolls. I want to see that 5 repeat. Let's get a repeater 5. It's an 8. Nice looking toss. $35. Okay, it looks like 60. Place that back. Okay, here we go. Hands, my fingers are cramping up a little bit. 9, 5 and a 4. So like the 5, 35. Press it up, we'll lose that. I'll take another nickel, one more nickel, and then I'm gonna stop the crap check because it ain't helping me out. It's been a $20 bleed in there. So eventually it's gonna not pay for itself. Here we go. Oh, not a great throw. Not a great throw. It's a 6 though. We'll take the 6. Everything is pressed, man. 6, 5, 1, 25, 30. Now you know me, right? We do our tier pressure, right? I play that strategy until I get 1, 2, 3 numbers pressed. The 4th roll, no matter what it is, it all comes back down again, right? If I do that, what does it look like? Just so you can see, right? It looks like this. That brings back 130 at a 160, right? If I take 4 hits and come down off the press, but it's Friday, we're gonna go for some number coming down black chip style, right? So we're gonna leave them all pressed up. Leave them all hit up. Here we go, puck's off. Come on out. Let's ride the lightning here. Four, 3, 1, 4. And of course, I have not been marking the ATS like a dum-dum. Let's do it. 4. Oh, we had the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. No more numbers yet. And there's the 4. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, big rollout. That's a 6, 5-1. Yikes, that was not great. All right, it's going to be $70. Check it out. 50. We'll do 75 actually. 75, 4, 5 out of the rack. Make the 6 look like 30. Come all the way down. Right now, what 10 ton actually does here comes down below the starting point. Right, comes down to like a either 18 or 12. For our sake, we'll go back down to 30 where we started with, right? Which means there's our 30. That was the initial 6 bet plus $75. Capiche? Basically bringing back a black off that 6, which we'll happily take in the rack. Look at our profit over here. This is all profit. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's get every number doing that, huh? Every number can do that. Nope, not every number can do it. That's a 7. 5, 2, 7. Ouch, it all goes away. But for 160, we brought back 100, so we ended up losing about $50 on that thing. But look at that college try we had. We had everything out there ready to rock, man. We had a good bets. Profit for that session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,000, 1,300 and change, right? Bad luck number. Dealers win. We take 12. Everybody's happy, right? That's how we get it done right there. That's awesome. That was a good session right there. That was hella fun. That 6 and 8 thing is kind of cool, right? The bounce back and forth, right? I like it. At some point, one of them's going to hit, right? If you keep the 7 to where it's profitable, like I did, it makes the sting of it not working a little bit less, right? Just hope you don't get ping-ponged on it, right? The chance of getting ping-ponged it's low, but it'll happen. And, you're just hoping today ain't your day. That was not too terrible. I actually like to have our friend over at Dice Data do that. Wouldn't that be cool if he ran that kind of thing? I'd like to see the numbers on that. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, he would never go to 12 or 18. So Jen, where's my mouse? Call that. He would never go to 12 or 18, right? But what he does is goes down a level below. So he would have started at 50, right? Take at 6, take the $50 6, go to 120 with it, take the 120 hit, go down to 30. So he goes below the initial bet. So go from a $60 bet to start with down to a $30 bet, which would bring back, I think, if we zoom in here, just to show you that, because it's kind of cool, right? Take a $60 8, right? It wins 70, right? It goes to 120, like so, 120. And these would go the hard way, but let's just put them here for now, right? 120 pays we'll do 150 for that 10. And then back down to 30. So that you go back down from 60 to 30, which means here's your $60 that you had started with in your rack, and you're bringing back 180 in profit. So you're bringing back a black chip, basically. You look at it like $150 in profit, and you're playing still. That's the double tap with the bigger regress. He wouldn't go to 12 or 18, but he goes down below the start. So he starts higher than minimum and comes down to minimum, essentially. That's kind of the plan that he does, which is cool, right? If you can get the numbers to double hit like that, you're in great shape, right? That's the idea. If they don't ever hit twice, which how many times have you played when they don't hit twice? You get every number to hit once, and then you're done, right? That happens all the freaking time, right? That's the idea. Yeah, we're trying to a black chip and regress, just like we saw there. That's the idea, if you can get that done. It's a beautiful thing when it works out. When it doesn't work out, you're going to blast, and burn until it happens. But when it happens, it's great, because one of those hits kind of pays for 2 or 3 other bets. It's really good. It's really good. Let's see. If I had kept playing, I would have just lost 1-8, but won twice. Yeah, we would have been fine, right? That was pretty cool. Let's see. What else? Fran doesn't like weird bet numbers like 60. Yeah, I know. He likes to make them clean. I know. Today's a good day, right? A good day of good Friday Folly day, right? 10-10 number one. He has to know that I called him out today. I do like how he plays. Again, I'm more aggressive. I went to 5 and 9 to 60. They pay 85 coming back, right? 85 for one coming back. When they go back down to a quarter, right? You're getting paid your 35 plus the 85. That's a black chip plus. That's the idea. Make sure I'm getting a black chip off that thing. So, anyway, that was a fun little sesh right there on a Friday. So, anything else? Okay, let's go to Q&A. I'll check for if there are any questions. I'm not sure there are, but let's take a look here. Ugh, my keyboard's running out of gas over here. It's flashing at me. Any questions? Dan, we already went to that one. Let's see. Did the Inner Battles Wednesday show do what you wanted? Obviously, it didn't do anything for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked the question. I don't know if it did or not. Like I said, I'm not trying to be Mr. Teacher anymore. I think I made this clear last week. I wanted to talk through the Inner Battles thing because, like, we all have them, right? And from a psychology standpoint, we all have this demon that says, if it's not going well, I'm going to fight through it, or I'm here to play, or I'm expected to play, or all these things that are wrestling inside your head, right? And the whole point of that show was to make sure that you're okay with recognizing it. Like, I'm in a spot right now where I'm feeling squirrely or whatever, right? Recognize that, embrace the moment, be a human and feel it, and make a conscious decision. Don't just go on blast, right? That's the point. So no, it did not do what I wanted it to do. I'm not a psychologist. I more than anything else, a lot of what I'm doing on these shows now, like today's a good example, I'm just playing and talking, right? I just want to play and talk and not get too super serious. I did all the serious stuff I could do with that big series we did, and I'm kind of tired of being serious. I just want to play. I just want to play and have some fun and work on some stuff. Like take Waylon's thing, the 6 and 8 thing, right, that we just did, and make a couple of tweaks, right? Tweak 1, I made the lay bet pay more than the place bet, just because I wanted extra profit, right? Easy enough to say, you know what? If I have a $300 6 and a 450 lay 8, and I net $75 out of that thing, go 66 inside or go 76 inside. Take the 75 and play with that, right? That's the difference, right? Waylon doesn't go back out and play. Waylon takes the money and takes the money and takes the money. The reason why Waylon wins is because he doesn't fight his inner demon. He just does what's going on. I'm going to play my way, right? There are people who will say, if you play the same way over and over and over again, you're going to get beat, right? Darksider's one of them, right? You can't keep doing the same thing. You're going to get hammered, right? To me, it's a mindset thing. I look at it like it doesn't matter. I'm going to play the way I want to play. The dice will do what they do. And either today they're going to work for me or they're not. And I got to accept the outcome of that, right? That's the daily paycheck. That's Dallas Drawdown. 3 rolls, right? I'm either going to lose it all, I'm going to lose 1/3, or I'm going to make 2/3. That's it. That's the entire outcome of that strategy. And I know it going in. I don't got to worry about it. That's a Waylon mindset thing, right? Just play it, let the results happen. Now, if I was bigger bankrolled, I would take the Dallas Drawdown and ladder it up. I'd lose 3,200. Okay, that sucked. Go out there 6,400 and ladder down. That sucked. Okay, go back out there again at whatever's next, 9,600 across, and do the same thing, right? Ladder it up and then repeat it a couple times, right? That's the Waylon's mindset. He doesn't care because he's got the bankroll to do it, right? That's the inner demon thing. So no, Skill, I don't think I did a great job, but again, I'm here to do fun things, not trying to be teaching so much. I want the show to be more fun. I want this to be more of this without the stupid bright light. Question on 5 and 9 strat. Coach Park's advice to play, yes, 100%, right? And he will tell you his way of playing is this. And Coach Parker keeps it nice and simple for everybody, right? It's very, very simple, right? Let's say we got a $25 9, okay? The first hit is a same bet, okay? Why? Get your money back. That 9's paid for, it's free, right? Parker likes to leverage casino money to play with, right? It's your money, but leverage your wins, right? Here, even here, you got a $10 profit. You look at that 9, independently, the 9 has made you $10. Every number has to be independent. Now, the next 9, that pays $35. Parker is a collect, then press guy. Press it, bring a little bit back. Now your profit is 20. When that hits, it pays 75 for 5, and you same bet it. The next hit that pays 75 for 5. You press it, and now it's 125. So you alternate, right? Every number has its own pressing pattern, and it's simple. Collect, then press. Collect, then press. And when that pays 175 on the next hit, there's your profit, right? You're at $200 in profit. Now, other people doing the Parson press or more aggressive things would have their $900 to $500 by now, right? This way is always, every other collect is meaningful. If you want to be done, you can be done and put your $25 back and bring back 1, 2, 375, almost $400 in profit. If you just say after that fourth hit, we've fought City Hall as far as we can, go back down. That's the Bo Parker way. It's very, very simple, right? What's happening gets the money. What's not happening doesn't get the money. Now, some people can be said to say, look, if I have the 9, 8, and 5 are whack, 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 and the 10's doing nothing, that's a wasted bet. Some people would tell you to take it down. It's a wasted bet. Not producing for you, get rid of it. I feel like if I've got this in my rack, that's a profit play too. I can say this quarter in my profit kind of pays for the 10. I'll let the 10 ride itself out, right? The other Bo Parker way to play, by the way, my favorite Bo Parker system of all time is the 4 and 10, right? Let's do it on the 10. This one's awesome, by the way. I got a few minutes left. This one's great. Place the 10 or buy the 10 and get the hard way for half. Get the hard way for half the money. So a good example might be a $30 10 and a $15 hard 10. And what you're looking for is the bonus win, right? 30, if it hits, let's just say it hits regular, right? It pays $60, and we'll pay it like this. We'll pay it like 50, $60. You'd lose the 15. So what? Put it back and take $45 back to your rack. That's profit. Same bet, the place bet all the time. Always same bet, the place bet. Don't have to raise it up. If you want to raise it up, you certainly can, right? You can take it to 40 and 20 and still take back $30 to your rack, right? But the idea is that first one at 30 and 15, that's 30 and 15. The first hit of the regular 10, your money's back. You got both those bets paid for back in your rack. It's a beautiful freaking thing, isn't it? Right? That's an awesome system. Now, if you catch a hard 10, look what happens on the hard 10s. The hard 10s are great. You're going to get paid that same $60 on the easy, right? But that's going to pay 7 times 15, right? That's $105 right there, right? That's, hello, black chip time, right? Then you get to my favorite level. You can take this right here and do what I would do. Watch this. We're going to go 75 and 50. Now, there's your $30 that you started with on the 10. There's the 15 from the hard 10. You got $40 in profit, and you're at 75 and 50 on that first hard 10 hit. That right there, folks, is a purple chip in the balance. Okay, that's a purple chip play. If the easy 10 hits, it pays 150. Okay? Okay, great. You lose 50, you put 50 back, you're bringing back a black chip. That's good. If the hard 10 hits, that pays 150 here. That pays 350. Holy mackerel, 350. What does 350 plus 150 equal? Hard 10 is a $500 bill. That's Bo Parker, right? Play these things in rhythm and be smart. When I talk to you guys all the time about knowing your patterns and we practice your betting patterns, right? These are betting patterns that, again, it's not a strategy, it's a betting pattern, right? Do that on the 10. Half of what you have on the place on the hard way. The hard ways are where you press from and bonus that thing up. You're looking to get to 75 and 50. 75 and 50 to me is a magic number in the 4 and 10. It's $500 on the Miracle. It's $100 every other time. It's a beautiful freaking thing, right? To get the 75 here and 50 there. If you can pull that off with other moves, you're in River City. Love it. That's Bo Parker. Bo Parker is a fucking genius, man. And it's not because he's invented some amazing way to play craps. He's just like, if it's hitting, bet it, but also collect on it, right? The table's giving you the 9. The table's giving you the 10, right? Press it in a meaningful way so you bring back meaningful money, but bring back meaningful money. Don't just go up to here, right? Heavy, on the other hand, is more aggressive with it. He'll take his money back off the table and then he's going to shoot for for multiple blacks or purples, right? It's just different mindset, right? And again, that's yo brain. What else we have here? Let's go check for PCs, and I'll give you 2 more minutes of my time, then I got to get out of here. Yeah, Jen says call it the afternoon. We're talking about the scheduling thing. So afternoon tea. I really like the idea of bringing back cocktails and crafts. Maybe it's cocktails and crafts, and I have a shot of whiskey instead of a cup of coffee every night. Maybe that's how we do it. I don't know. I do dislike not being here every morning. It's very tough to miss certain days because of work. So, let's see. Gary says, enjoy the Inner Demon show. Haven't played crap since the Vegas trip last summer. Wow. That trip damaged me. I didn't mean financially, but mentally. See, that's very interesting. I talked to somebody at Vegas, this trip. Same thing. It's like he ran into what Garrison calls torpedo tables the entire time. Everything he did picked him off. No matter what strategy he tried, got picked off. One of those things where oh, look, the 9's coming. Here comes the 9, 7, right? And no matter what we did, right? Just picking the wrong thing. It's like, God, this game is killing me. Like, how can I justify playing any more money, right? And I'm starting to hate it, right? And that's why I did the show, actually. I wanted to do the show to address that because I have felt that myself, right? Like, man, every time and I had a series this over the past, I was in the fall? It must have been in the spring, in the summertime, before we moved, where I went and lost like 5 times in a row. And ugly losses, like not like lots of money, but just like, fuck, went out there, like bam, 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 and I'm out. Like, what the hell, you know? And some days, like today, I literally woke up this morning, had a cup of coffee, walked my dogs, came down here and threw a small, almost a tall, and made $1,200 twice. And I'm like, this is the easiest game in town, right? My brain's telling me, you got it figured out, man. You can throw, you can bet, you're the boss, right? Game will mess with your head. This game, above all games, will mess with your head, right? Slots, no control over slots, right? Roulette, you're really spinning the wheel. You're playing roulette for comps most of the time, right? You're not really playing roulette. Nobody plays roulette to win. You're playing for comps. You're playing for comps and for your birthday to hit. This game here, it's so much more mentally taxing to play this game. And Gary, I feel you, man. I feel you. It is so hard. It's so hard when you have a bad run and you're like, I just suck at this. It's not even the money. I could care less about losing $500, right? It's not the money. It's the I suck at this and I'm not enjoying it. Why am I banging my head against the wall? I hear you, man. Love-hate is a great way to describe how a lot of us feel sometimes. And I appreciate you putting that out there because you're not the only one. I assure you, you're not the only one that feels that way. A lot of people have experienced that exact same thing. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, right? And I've decided to make craps one of 2 things for me, right? It's either going to be the daily paycheck. If I had the bankroll and lived in Vegas to do it, I would 100% do that, right? Just go make some lunch money, right? Or it's light on fire with my friends' money, right? I'm literally, it's that. It's like I'm going to go and not really worry about the 500. I want to have a good time, and I'm going to play in ways that are pretty safe so I can play for longer and hang out more and get some whiskey. That's really it for me, right? It's like I'm not shooting the moon anymore. I'm not trying to, if I catch a hot roll, fantastic. It's a great story to tell. That's not my driver. I'm not hunting that thing down. If it happens and I'm there, fan-freaking-tastic. If it doesn't happen, I'm not worrying about what's here. I'm not gonna let this create my mood for me, right? There are days where I have a bad session. I'm not having fun. Step back and play a little don't progression and just be done with it. Just play a little don't or play a pass line. The pass line progressions are great, right? You can play little money, watch the game, and deal with your friends, right? And have a good time. That can be fun too. Like, do I have time for this? I do. Playing a little whatever the line thing is, right? Whatever the progression is, just play the $25 pass line bet, right? You don't have to love everything else and be chasing it. And it's fine to say, you know what? I got to win and I'll stack the win, right? And I get a win, right? And I can pull back, my money and have 2 more cracks at something special, or just freaking stack it up, right? And if you catch that 3rd win, guess what, man? That's an okay little result, right? That's 175. You catch 3 of those in a row. Let's do that again, right? 1 is there. Your 2nd win, You stack it up. Your third win, you're 175 in profit. Now remember before, right? How many times can you see 3 7s or a 7 and 2 11s or whatever on the come out and the guy hits a point? That's very possible. That's very, very possible to do. That happens more often than a big run does. I can tell you that, right? Earlier today, I went out there 320 across, and after 7 or 8 rolls, what did I make? Did I make 175? I think I made 175. Right? I think I made I made 125 or 175 in that nice run that I had. All that work we put in, right? We're pressing this and moving this around and blah, 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 and all this shit was going. I'm rolling like a champion, right? I made the same money as 7, 7, 11 set a point. You follow me? So you can play the game in a way that's less volatile for you, that lets you enjoy the experience of hanging out with your buds and not torch your bankroll, right? Those little parlay systems down there. And again, another Coach Parkerism, right? Shout out to the coach, right? That's a simple way to play that's enjoyable, that leverages your wins, that you don't have to like love, hate the game. You can just do that and have whiskey and high five your buddies. And if you want to throw a little 5-5-5 out there for fun, go for it, man. Like that's a way to enjoy this game without having to put your heart and soul into it. And I'm honestly like, that's okay with me. I played like that, you know, not often enough. I probably should play like that more often. I used to play that way. I don't do it anymore. I really should do that because that's actually pretty cool, right? And you forget that that's what you can do. We get locked into like all this other craziness and you forget that's a good little bet right there. So there it is, guys. I'm out. I got to go to work. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Love y'all. Update on the dogs, because somebody asked me earlier. The dog's doing great, by the way. They're a week into the surgery. They had surgery last Thursday. My one dog had both knees basically replaced. My younger dog had one knee basically replaced. It's a lot of work. Every hour, we're icing. We're doing range of motion exercises. We have to carry them outside to let them do their business. It's been a real pain in the ass, but they're both great. They're both walking good. They're both getting stronger. And I think within 6 more weeks, they'll be able to climb stairs. So it's good. It's good. Love y'all. You guys have a great Friday and good weekend. And I'll see you maybe Saturday or Sunday. We'll do a little bit of bingo. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, Crap Chat Sunday. Crap Chat Sunday. See ya.